Hi, Marissa.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hello, everyone. We're so glad you found us here in the church library.
We are, because church libraries are a whole vibe, aren't they? Kelsey, what comes to mind when you hear that phrase?
I think of the church library I spent time in as a middle schooler that was wood paneling from floor to ceiling. I'm pretty sure it had green carpet and a ton of Amish romance, a lot of apocalypse stuff, and some really questionable self-help. How about you?
That sounds about right. I remember discovering our church library when I was about 12, and I loved it. No one was ever in there. There were just shelves and shelves of books. It was dreamy. I wonder what comes to mind for you listeners when you hear that phrase. But we are hoping to both discuss books found in church libraries on this podcast and also contribute a new volume to church libraries everywhere because we wrote a book. We are so excited about it. It releases October 14th of 2025 from Brazos Press. It is The Myth of Good Christian Parenting: How False Promises Betrayed a Generation of Evangelical Families. It is available for pre-order now. We have some fun little bonuses for you if you want to check that out. The links are in the show notes. But before we talk more about that, we wanted to introduce ourselves to you. So Kelsey, why don't you go first?
Sure. I am Kelsey Kramer McGinnis. I am a writer. I write for Christianity Today. I also teach at Grandview University in Des Moines. I teach on worship and theology and music.
And my name is Marissa Burt. I am a novelist, an author, and an editor who has been in a number of different scenarios in church ministry for the past 20 plus years. I'm married to an Anglican priest. We've been church planting and in parish ministry together. And I am interested in the way our theology forms our families and our communities. So practical theology, in a sense, which is something we explore in our forthcoming book. So we are thrilled to get this conversation time with you. Again, we hope it'll just feel like you are joining Kelsey and me. We can talk for hours about this stuff. We have. Obviously, we've written a whole book about it, but we hope it'll just feel like you're joining us here in the church library and we're having a conversation together.
Yes. So down in the show notes, you can pre-order The Myth of Good Christian Parenting: How False Promises Betrayed a Generation of Evangelical Families. You can pre-order it now. You can find our socials, and we will be officially in your podcast feed on April 3rd. So find us between then and now. We would love to hear from you, and we hope that you can join us in the church library.